What's up guys, today it is another video and today I'm here in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, the game that we all know and love, the game that you can create custom characters. So I was just thinking, what if I were to create JUN and SHINJI from Combat Gods? Yes, so if you don't know who JUN and SHINJI are, they're two characters from this animation called Combat Gods made by Jhanzou. And yeah, today I will be creating both of them. I will be creating 3 presets of them, and I'll be showing how to create it if you want to create it, you know. And sorry if I don't get everything right. Some moves that I'm going to use for them might not look exactly like it, but that's the best that I will be able to do since Xenoverse is not Combat Gods itself. So let's hop to it. So first I'll be creating SHINJI, because I think he is easier with the moves. So the way I'll be creating him is using that for the head and slash hair type 10, which is bald. The eyes type 9, and you're wondering why I'm making them bald. I'm making him bald and with no eyebrows because in the actual Combat Gods there's stickmen and they don't have eyebrows or hair. So I think that's the best I could do with it. And I think I'm gonna leave the pupils for the type 51, also nose, but this I will. Okay, so I just finished up doing Shinji's look. He's gonna. This is this is the first time me doing a video like this, so I'm sorry if I'm a little bit rusty. So yeah, this is what he's gonna look like, you know, as a character. And now let's get to the actual way he's gonna look. Okay, so I am done with Shinji's look. As you notice, that I made his skin color like this because in the Combat Gods he's normally yellow. Sorry if I'm explaining things that you might already know. I just want to explain it so in case people have not seen it, which I think a lot of people have seen it already, but I'm just explaining it, so sorry if it annoys you. Yeah, and then the eye color, I chose yellow because normally in the first fight, because there's two animations of it. The first one, Shinji wins the battle, and but in that one he has white eyes during the fight. But in the second animation he has yellow eyes. So I think I'm just gonna have him with yellow eyes, and then because I am going to use transformations, you know, transformations for these builds. So yeah, I think because with the transformations they change the color of the eyes. So I think yeah, I'll use the transformation to change his color, or the eye color. And don't worry, this is not going to be his actual outfit. I just like to do this because he's normally all yellow. So yeah, this is the build, you know, this is how he's gonna look. And now the name and voice. Okay, so I just finished with his name. I put Shinji, this is the way it's spelled. And I chose voice 7
Here I go.
for him because I think that one is the one how he really sounds, because I really couldn't find the one that he actually sounds in the actual animation, because, you know, so I think this one was the one accurate towards him, just out of my memory, because I haven't watched it in a while, but I still remember a bunch of the pieces. I did watch it like 1 month ago recently. Yeah, so this is his appearance as Jun. So let's confirm it and let's go into the lobby. Okay, so we're finally in the in like Content City, which now I will actually change the way he's actually gonna look. I'm gonna take the scouter off, and yeah. Okay guys, so I just edited Shinji, so this is how he's actually gonna look for the menu lobby thing. It literally was on the left corner. Okay, so this is how Shinji's gonna look. I try to make him as kind of accurate, to make him as a stickman. You know, I just took off the armor and the gloves, and I still kept like the normal pants of the original armor, the stain armor. And I gave him those like the training gi, like the training gi, the training temple gi, because to make it kind of look like stickman legs, because that's how his legs look in the actual animation of Combat Gods. And I gave him Ikkyuku Bang level 6. This is the stats for it. And I gave him as like I gave him for the Super Soul as if I lose, but that is Frieza's. Yeah. So now is to the actual move set I will do for him. Okay, so I just now changed all the skills to the skills that I will do for preset 1. So you notice that I use Savage Strike and Sonic Kick, Shining Slash, Burst Charge, Victory Rush, Super Saiyan God Blue, or Super Saiyan Blue, and Energy Dome. The reason I chose Savage Strike is because in the first animation, like at the end, he hits Jun, the other character, with a punch, like with a punch, you know, to the face that looks like this. It looks like Savage Strike. And the reason I used Sonic Kick was because in one of his moves he starts teleporting like around him, and he just starts hitting from both sides, and I kind of did that to kind of resemble it kind of a little bit. And then Shining Slash, I know this one is really odd, but in the first animation when Jun summons a bunch of clones, he starts fighting all of them, and he starts picking up a sword and he starts using it. So that's why I put that one. And Burst Charge was because, again, like there's like a short little like there's a brief Dragon Ball reference where they're both charging up their energy and yeah, so they're charging up, and I just used Burst Charge because it's for a short time, and this is the shortest one that I could do. Then Victory Rush is because I did that one was because during like another sequence, like another scene, they're in the air and they're kind of trying to hit each other on the ground, and then he lands a devastating kick, like a kick downward, and with this move it kicks downward. And then Super Saiyan Blue, I use that one because the energy to resemble the blue energy when he charges, basically. And then Energy Dome, again, when he's fighting the clones. When he's fighting the clones, he releases this big it's like energy. It's like this force field. He kind of does it, and it's very huge, and he knocks out multiple clones. So yeah, this is why I use all these ones, and I just wanted to tell you the explanation for them, so you can understand why I use them. So finally, we can save it to preset 1. And now, just to give it a little test, I'm gonna do the quick little Raditz fight, you know, to show why I picked them, you know. Okay, so I'm here at the Raditz fights, and it's just about to start. Okay. Okay, so you see the burst charge. Okay, frick, okay. I need to like break the stamina. Frick, dang.
Here, Goku and Piccolo were supposed to work together to defeat that nasty turd, Raditz.
It looks like we're on the cross
You have to go and defeat Raditz so that Goku can finish him off.
Oh, that is always such a cool animation. Yup, and okay, so the preset is actually pretty good. Okay, so I had just finished that fight with her, and yeah, okay, so, and I did say I was gonna make 3 presets for them. I know it sounds a little bit, but right now I'm just doing 3 presets since it's my first time doing a video like this. So maybe in the future I'll give an update about them, you know, maybe I'll do different ones, but yeah. But the second preset is gonna be of Legends Battleground. Is this game in Roblox. You've probably heard of it, but I'm just gonna explain it if you haven't. It's a game about these two, you know, it's a battleground game where you fight people, and Shinji and Jun are 2 characters in there, and I wanted to make a preset for that one as well. So I'm not gonna change much. I'm just gonna change a few things with him. Okay, so the only thing that I really changed with like the only thing I really changed with him was just his super soul, which I put you awaken my true power. And now time to actually get the actual preset. I mean, the actual moves in here. Okay, so I just now got the moves for the second preset, for the Legend Battleground preset, basically. And the reason I chose Sonic Rush, because one of the moves in Legend Battleground for Shinji is one with nunchucks, but in Xenoverse, there's no moves with nunchucks. So the only thing, the one that I really just used, like the one that I put there was Sonic Rush, because it didn't really give me a image about it, but that's probably the best one I can do. Punisher Drive, because there is a move in Legend Battleground that Shinji is able to go through his opponent and put him in like a little, like stunning them by like electrocuting them. So that's the best I could have done. There's nothing in here for it. The reason I use Deadly Dance because there are finishers that the Shinji and Jun can use. The only one that Shinji actually has is one where he starts kicking his opponent very brutally, and there's like lightning lines when he's kicking them, and it reminded me of Deadly Dance. And then the reason I use Dragon Fist was because there's a move where Shinji uses a blue dragon to go up into the sky, and then he can drop on somebody, and it can create a very powerful crater. The reason I use Sign of Awakening is because there's this move where Shinji basically like kicks up, he rushes towards somebody, and he goes towards them, and then he brings them up to the air, and he starts beating them up in the air, and then he just slams them down. Which, to be honest, it kind of reminded me of Sign of Awakening. The reason I use Super Saiyan Blue Evolved was because I wanted to change it up from the one from the actual animation with the one in Legend Battleground. So I just used Evolved because it's practically the same thing, but it's just more blue, basically. And then the Celestial Wave is actually these, like Sign of Awakening and Celestial Wave is actually one move from Shinji put together into 2 slots here, because before Shinji rushes to his opponent, he throws a lot of lightning into the air, stunning his opponent, and then that's when he can rush towards them. So this is the reason I use all of these ones. And now we can finally save for the preset 2. Looking pretty good so far, to be honest. But now I'm just going to complete this tutorial right here before I get to the last preset of Shinji. Okay, so I'm here in the quest, and now that the Cybermen are gonna appear, I actually want to use the actual preset, to see if the skill is actually good, like they work good. I'm so bad. Okay. So that wait. It's like I wanna figure out a combo. Wait. Oh, that was so cool. Okay, yeah, okay, so far I'm still trying to adjust to the actual preset. So far it's actually pretty good. Ooh, okay. No worry, I won't do this whole quest. I'm probably just gonna edit to the end from right here. Okay, so I just finished the quest, and yeah, and to be honest, it was actually pretty good. Like it was pretty good. The moves. So now it's time to make the third and final preset for Shinji. Okay, so for the third preset, I didn't change anything from the actual equipment. I just changed the Super Soul to I would defeat you, the Super Saiyan Gogeta Super Soul. And now for the actual moves. Okay, so I just finished the third preset, which, okay, so some of these moves, I didn't really know what to do, you know, for the rest of the moves. So I just kind of put like random ones, to be honest. These ones are random, but these ones I can actually explain what they're for, like why I'm using these ones. But these ones I just use them because I think they would fit Shinji, but you might disagree with me. And the reason I'm telling them is because, so first I put Dragon Fist because, again, to kind of just, because in the second animation, like, you know, in the second battle of them, Jun wins, but then Shinji, he awakens his like another power, which is kind of like yellow, which is kind of like green or yellow, I forgot, and it kind of reminded me of Super Saiyan. So the reason I use Super Saiyan, and also I just use Dragon Fist because I don't know, just because, to be honest, because I think it really just matches him. You know, I have nothing to back up these three moves. I mean, these moves, nothing to back them up. Okay, and the reason I picked this one, I can actually back this one up, is because the move is like, you know, just a little bit of a combo, which, you know, it's just, I think Shinji would have, you know, to be honest, I'm done yapping. To be honest, I just picked random moves, okay, that would match the same color as the power that Shinji got. That's the thing. But this one, for real, this one I can actually say why, you know, I can actually say why I used it, because in the first battle during Shinji taking out all of Jun's clones, he kind of stops time and kind of kicks, he like starts kicking all of them, but he kind of stopped time and he like started kicking them, and then after that they all died, and it kind of reminded me of Bloody Counter, so that's why I used that one. So yeah, I just use these ones because it matched kind of like the color of the new power that Shinji got. To be honest, I think that's the best I'm gonna give you. So I'm sorry if I'm not good at it. I'm sorry if you don't like this preset. You know, you don't have to use it or make it. I just want to, you know, make it and use it, to be honest. So yeah. So the 3 presets of Jun is finally, why do I keep saying Jun? Of Shinji are finally done, is these ones, and they're, to be honest, all I have to do is just test the last one, and then I can get into Jun, because Jun is actually pretty fun but pretty difficult. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the Super Saiyan, the Saiyan Saga. That one I'm just gonna do the Vegeta and Nappa one, and then I'll go to Jun. Just let me quickly do it. Okay, so I just did the Saiyan arc. So now let's just go to creating Jun. We are here now. We're here gonna create Jun, and it's basically almost the same process as Shinji, since they both are stickman and they both look very similar. Yeah, so basically it's basically the same, just his chin, just his jaw is more a little bit thicker than Shinji's. But now to create his actual, how he's gonna look. Okay, so I just finished making how he's gonna look. So his skin tone, of course, is gonna be this reddish because he is red stickman in the like in the animations. His eyes are yellow in the second battle, but they are white as well in the first one. But I'm just gonna put them again as just yellow because some transformations will change the way their eyes look, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I just put his name in, and this is the voice I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using voice 6 for him. Yeah, so that's the voice I'm gonna be using for him, and I'll see you in Content City. Okay, so we are here in Content City. Now to actually change his equipment. Okay, so yeah, so I just finished changing his equipment, and so yeah, it's basically almost the same thing as Shinji. I didn't have another training temple gi, so I just gave him like the Time Patrol logo suit. and I gave him this level 6 the QQ Bang. These are the stats, and then I gave him the ultimate power is mine, because in the actual animation of combat gods, they're basically fighting for this special artifact that grants you one ultimate wish. I'm pretty sure it's an ultimate wish, or it might be ultimate power. So that's why I put him that one, since that's what he was trying to get during the whole fight with Shinji. Now for the actual moveset. Okay, so this is the actual the actual moveset for him, and I will explain why I chose these specific ones. Okay, so Shining Slash, that one is because Jun, his weapon of choice is a sword, and he uses a sword in the animation. So that's why I against Shinji, and of course, and that's why I chose it. Super God Fist, I chose this because there's this moment in Legends Battleground that Shinji and Jun, they both punch each other, and then they send each other flying. So that's why I was kind of like thinking of that as Super God Fist, because they both punch each other, but that was the best I could think of. Backflip, the reason I used this one, which to be honest, I was surprised that I chose this one, is because before he did his whole clones, he had done like a cool backflip, a cool backflip, to get some space between him and Shinji. And burst charge, because like Shinji, he also had charge to give a little Dragon Ball reference. Now, so don't judge me. This is the one I would the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack is the reason I chose this to resemble the ghost. I mean the clones of Jun. And trust me, you might be thinking it's not the same. And I know it's not the same, but that's all I have to work with. This is basically the only move that actually gives you the ability to get kind of clones, kind of. Yeah, and I hope that when the new Dragon Ball game comes out, I hope they gave us a different move, like kind of like how Piccolo can clone himself, but also like Tien Shenhan, like how he can also clone himself, kind of like a move like that. Yeah. So, and the reason I chose Potential Unleash was because the his aura, like the aura when he was charging, was like kind of whitish. So that's why I chose this one, for him, because I think that's one of the best matches, that aura. And then Time Skip / Temper Pulse. I chose this one because Jun, he has this move that he uses on Shinji in the second battle, where he has him in a combo, and then he finishes a combo with a crazy kick and sends Shinji flying. And that's what I kind of use it to resemble it. So yeah, so this is his first preset. There. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to test it out on Raditz again. Okay, so I'm in the battle again with Raditz. It's Jun this time, though.
Hey, can I get your help?
Okay, so I want to try out the skill.
Loud and clear. We can communicate with this
Ooh, okay. That was good. Okay, the clones. Jesus, bro. Yeah, this is not the best clone thing I've ever done.
You have to go and defeat Raditz so that Goku can finish him off.
Yeah, he did finish him off, King Kai. He did finish him off, Elder Kai. Okay, so I just finished the battle with Raditz. And to be honest, the moves, they weren't that bad, but I realized that Jun only has three moves that actually do damage. The other ones, Backflip doesn't do nothing. Burst charge, it charges your ki. This, it doesn't do nothing. And Time Skip, it kind of does a little bit of damage, but okay. To be honest, this build, the first preset of Jun is not the best. But now time to head onto the second one, to the second preset. Okay, so basically it's kind of like the same with Shinji. I didn't really change much. I just changed the Super Soul to Time to Get Serious, I guess. Now for the actual moveset. Okay, so this is the moveset, and I will explain again why I chose these certain skills. So I chose Critical Upper because in the game Legend Battleground, Jun has this certain combo you can do if you press 2 different moves, and the finishing of that combo is a uppercut. But I wanted to do, there's no uppercut like that, so I did Critical Upper to resemble that one, and then time skip / jump spike. I did this because there's a move where Jun he does kind of like he kind of like a backflip, and like it's like a kick with a backflip, and then he continues it with a punch to the gut, and this is normally a punch to the gut. And backflip is connected with these two. The first is the backflip basically to that move, and then it is the punch to the gut. And then Neo Wolfang Fist. I use this one because in the game, one of the ultimates, like one of the skills you can do when you pop your ultimate, is like this one. It's a move where Jun first knees his opponent to the face, and then he performs this combo, which is the Wolfang Fist. So, and I think it really matches that Yamcha can also use this. So I'm really glad that they have this Spirit Sword. Now, there's a move in in Legends Battleground. So basically, Jun charges with his katana towards his opponent, and then when he gets them, he slashes them from every angle, from every angle, kind of like a half circle, basically. A half circle, yes, an angle of a half circle, and this is the best thing I could have thought. Spirit Sword, because there's no move like that. Kaioken, I just chose it because it's kind of with the actual animation, he kind of gets like a power up, but also I didn't want to, because I was gonna use Super Saiyan God for the last preset, so I used Kaioken to kind of use it for for the Legends Battleground one, and I just reused the same evasive. So yeah, I hope this isn't too confusing. I'm sorry if I can't really explain it, but the second preset is done, and now I'm going to test it on the girl you can fight over here. Okay, so we're about to fight her, and we're about to see how the moves actually, like if the moves are actually good to see. Okay. Ooh. Oh my, okay, wait guys, I just forgot something. The Super Soul, the Super Soul of 17, it doesn't let you use any of your moves. Crap. Okay, well guys, I need to do a big change. A big change to the Super Soul. So yeah, wait, I'm gonna change it right now. Okay, I'm gonna change this resort to I'll use all my strength to kill you, which it doesn't say that you cannot use any of your skills. Just I think it's better because I think it's very bad to not use your skills. I think it's very bad not being able to use your skills. Okay, so I'm going to go to the questing to test the moves. Okay, so this is the moveset that I've chosen, and I will explain why. So, okay, so the Super God Shock Flash, I use that one because now this is kind of like a custom, it's like kind of a custom between Legends and the actual one, like the actual Legends animation. Yeah, so basically, this one is because in Legends Battleground and also in the animation, Jun, he does a counter, like where basically he grabs Shinji's fist and then he hits him in like kind of in the stomach, and then he does like the one punch. He one punches him basically, and that's the one I picked for it. And Eagle Kick, I know that one is it you kind of use your leg to hit him up, but I kind of was thinking about it kind of like the the move, like the knee move that he uses at the beginning of like the Wolf Fang Fist one. So yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. I will show, you know, I will show some references from the actual Legend Battleground to, you know, get to let you see a little bit more connection to them. Then Blades of Judgment, because again, in Legends and in the animation, Jun has his clones and he like gets into the air and he shoots them kind of towards Shinji and Legends, like, you know, to his opponent, and they kind of just explode, kind of like, you know, they kind of just turn to air, like to smoke basically, and this kind of reminded me of it. And then Burst Rush, I didn't really know. I was running out of ideas, so I just chose this one for no reason. Time Skip Molotov. So now this one I chose to do as the 1-inch killer punch, Jun's move that is the most powerful, and he uses on Shinji in the second battle. In the second battle, he uses his move, Super Saiyan God. I used it to kind of replicate the power up that Jun gets, kind of, or I don't think he gets a power up, but he just like his transformation. And he has like more strength now, so I just used this one. And again, I didn't know what to use for him, so I reused this evasive skill 3 times, I'm pretty sure, but it doesn't matter. So now the third preset is now done. So yep, now all the presets are done of Shinji and Jun. Guys, that was the end for this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I will be making a different character next time, which I will keep it a secret. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was kind of helpful if you ever wanted to make these characters in the universe. Well, that's it for today. Like, subscribe, see you in the next video, and bye.